Okay, now, all lights on, yes. I actually lost one of my ceiling lights. I have no idea why. It's a couple of 2-foot strip lights, which I bought some from a sort of defunct. Well, I think it was a sort of B&M or that kind of place, you know, warehouse, open to the public place down in Swansea, and they've been pretty good, but these have just buggered off as far as no. So anyway, let's get down to the thing. Cheers. Good evening. I'm afraid that is American, but hey, I've nothing against American winemakers. Now, you probably recognise this part and this part from an awful long time ago, and I have put them together, and it doesn't say that something should go through those. I can see this through those holes there, but I feel sure something must, even if it's only a cocktail stick. Right, now this part here, and you probably can't see this, so I'll turn it round like this. That's the flippy flappy thing going through there, and oops, oh, I haven't told you that I have actually done a little bit more, haven't I? Well, I have. So we'll turn it up like this, and I'll turn it around so you can see. I've got to get those pieces into there, and they don't want to go, of course. Oh yes, I'll just pop out again. And then there are some pieces here, which I've got to go into places. Oh, there we go. I can see. Okay, there and there, and you have to be so careful because that's it. Because we've got all these runway things. Oh my God! I've just pulled that apart. Yeah, and some of these now, of course, have been sorted, haven't they? Look, that's where you flip the balls and they go up there, and we're reaching a point where nothing seems to really want to go together very well, and I think I'm going to have to be a little more liberal with the jolly old super glue. Super glue, which gets all over my fingers, is not one of my favourite glues, but it does have its uses. So what is my favourite glue? Yep, well there we are. We can pass on that one. Now, there is another piece to go on this side, obviously, which is this piece here, and which we will now thrust bits through, oh God, in different places. It's been an interesting sort of day. Had a visit from the constabulary, or two of them. A rather toothsome wench, and a nice bloke, clearly not a pervert, because he had a beard. People who know me know that I think that shaving is a perversion, and so therefore that's it. I don't recommend that method, but it does work. Okay, so we now have the playing surface on a level doodah, Anyway, it's an ongoing thing because, as I said in the last video, my neighbour is a pain in the region of the upper thigh. In actual fact, he's far worse than that. And we had a very nice young lady pop round and chat to us a few days ago and say, oh, I'll go and visit him. And Janet said, I'd recommend that you don't go alone. And she didn't. She took, I wonder where that goes. She took a proper copper with her. She was what do they call them? PCSO. And anyway, so oh, that's a bugger. There we are. I don't know, I should be telling you all this, but anyway. This chap is terribly difficult, and on the line of boundary between his property and our property there is a red line. Now probably you can imagine that a scale of 1 to 2500 a red line kind of scales up to several feet, and he reckons that he owns part of our drive to the point where he's prepared to, that goes under there somewhere, doesn't it? Yeah. Yes. Oh, there we are. No, that must be the next piece. At least I think it must. Well, shall we have a consultant? Do you remember that piece? We did that in number 1, I think, or 2, or possibly 3. Yep. So anyway, I had this couple of coppers come round today. Oh, nice people. As it happens, since I was being sweetness and light, as is my wont, and they'd been to see my next door neighbour, and basically their attitude was, oh you poor bugger, fancy having to live next door to him. And he had actually accused Loveliness, and this is perfectly serious, of assaulting him. Now for any of you, and you have to remember that this is to a certain extent a personal sort of video, but there you go, I don't mind. I don't actually, ooh, there we are. Did I say her Loveliness had assaulted him? for anybody who knows her would know that, a good puff of wind and she would fall over. In fact, it doesn't even take a puff of wind to get her to fall over. Oh dear, oh dear. So anyway, my problems are nothing at all, absolutely nothing, as really when you compare the problems, my problems, to the problems the French have. I mean, you know, when you have to call a deck chair a transatlantique, I mean, that to me seems like a major problem. There we are. Right, I hope this is still recording. I don't know how this bit fits in, and I'm going to have a bit of an experiment to make sure that we've got it right. And so for tonight I am very shortly going to say good night. Yeah, that's it. Good night, sleep tight, and may you all live next door to beautiful people who don't. Do you know, I have terrible problems with this jolly algorithm because I never know quite what I can say. There are some things I would like to say that I can't say. I'm sure I can't say. Well, there we are. Doesn't really matter, does it? Okay, guys. To all my subscribers, all 80 of you. 80? I mean 80. I did refer to this in the last video, didn't I? Let's see if we can make it 85. Then we can have a celebration and I'll drink another glass of wine. Cheers!